So, I think what women don't always understand is that sexual access is not marital access. And just because a man will pay you attention, may even sleep with you, may buy you a drink to get you in bed, does not mean he intends to marry you. And this is where I don't think fully women understand that marriage is not just about love. There are political, socioeconomic aspects to marriage. And especially when you're thinking about wanting to marry up, marry hypergamously, marry a man with resources, you're not just marrying him, you are marrying into his family. And if that is a man that comes from a legacy, comes from wealth, comes from a family that has businesses or has connections, who he marries is going to play a huge role in keeping that legacy alive. And there are a lot of people who have the pressure to date and marry within their race for no other reason than that because they have expectations of their family. Their family wants to keep power and control in their family, in their race, or in their group, whatever it may be. And so, even if that person did want to date and marry out, the expectations of the family, that may also deter them to staying within their own race. And so, this is what I don't think women understand. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. I mean, white men have had access to black women literally since the beginning of this nation. So if there was a huge interest and if they had a huge interest to marry us interracially, to mix with us, then that would have happened by now. That literally would have happened. But it hasn't. Interracial intercourse, if you will, that's always been going on. But as far as marriage, getting together, settling down, building legacies, sharing wealth, all that kind of different stuff, it's separate for a reason. And people marry within their class, within their race for a reason, to maintain power, to maintain control, to maintain the current system. And this is what I think oftentimes is not talked about when you're talking about marrying, especially when you're talking about marrying out. So, no, sexual access is not marital access. It's just not.